Okay, for the past couple days in the Joe Rogan experience, Rogan interviewed for 3 hours Mark Zuckerberg. We're gonna be watching a small clip here, something interesting that happened during the pod. So let's take a look.
The US government should be defending its companies, right? Not be the tip of the spear attacking its companies. So we talk about a lot, okay, what is the experience of okay, if the US government comes after you. I think the real issue is that when the US government does that to its tech industry, it's basically just open season around the rest of the world. Right? I mean, the EU, I pulled these numbers. The EU has fined the tech companies more than $30 billion.
What? When I hear that, I was like, what the heck? It's a lot of money just to be paying in different bogus fees. Holy cow.
Over the last, I think it was like 10 or 20 years.
Holy
And
shit.
so when you think about it, like, okay, it's like, $100 million here, a couple $billion there. But what it, I think really adds up to is this is sort of like a
What it adds to is another income for the EU.
kind of EU-wide policy for how they want to deal with American tech. It's almost like a tariff. And I think the U.S. government basically gets to decide how are they going to deal with that, right? Because if the U.S. government, if some other country was screwing with another industry that we cared about, the
It's quite important. Right now, the US doesn't export a lot of products. Technology is one of those. So I have been in the industry maybe almost 20 years of my life, and this is huge, right? Uh, Basically, this is what other countries are using in order to get some extra income from the United States. And now with AI, right now we are becoming kind of the areas we have here, Silicon Valley, or you have in Austin, Texas, or you have in Seattle, all of these different hubs for all of these AI companies. And I feel that we need to pay attention as a country, because that's one of the few products that we export to outside of the world.
U.S. government would probably find some way to put pressure on them. But I think what happened here is actually the complete opposite. The U.S. government led the kind of attack against the companies, which then just made it so like the EU is basically
Biden administration.
and all these other places just free to just go to town on all the American companies and do whatever you want. But I mean, look, obviously, like I don't want to come across as if like we don't have things that we need to do better. Obviously, we do, and when we mess something up, we deserve to be held accountable for that, and just like everyone else. I do think that the American technology industry is a bright spot in the American economy. I think it's a strategic advantage for the United States that we have a lot of the strongest companies in the world. And I think it should be part of the U.S.'s strategy going forward to defend that. And it's one of the things that I'm optimistic about with President Trump is I think he just wants America to win. The U.S.
We all do, my friend. We all want American to win. So, and I agree. I think that with President Trump coming in, the new administration, they'll start pushing back in all of these bogus tax, and they're gonna start actually trying to do some negotiation with different countries. But anyways, I just wanted to show you this little clip. I think that is an interesting one. Let me know if you want to see this type of commentary reaction videos. In the descriptions, like, subscribe. You know what to do. Bye.